One of the most misunderstood body language cues is this: arms crossed. Everybody says, well, you're sitting in the room, you're talking to somebody, and your legs are crossed and your arms are crossed. That's a barrier. Could be, but it could be because I'm cold. So you got to kind of look at this stuff and why is this person's arms crossed? This whole time I'm having this conversation, why are their arms crossed? Are they cold? Are they comfortable sitting that way? Am I not asking the right questions? Because you start asking questions and you start building that rapport, you're going to see the center portion of their body open up. Mm-hmm. You'll see that. When you see that center portion of that body open up, the chair that you're sitting in that has wheels, you need to start to close that distance. Some of my interrogations, we are knees to knees. My knees is touching his knees or her knees, whatever it is. There was a research paper that was done at the University of Minnesota years ago, and it came out and says that if you're physically touching someone, it's much harder for them to lie to you. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times if people are sitting in the polygraph chair and they got their hands on their arms, on the arms of the chairs, I'll reach out and just touch the back of their hand and say, listen, I'm here to help. Everything's going to be okay. We all make mistakes. Kind of pet them on their hand or maybe touch them on their elbow. That's the only place I'll ever touch anybody. Mm-hmm. But so that, they say that touching someone is much harder for them to be deceptive while you're touching them. So a lot of times when I start closing that distance, and when I start doing that, I always make sure my chair is lower than their chair because I don't want to look down on them. I want to look up at them. And I always lower my voice and I start talking much slower. There's a book out there called Never Split the Difference. A gentleman by the name of Chris Voss wrote this book. It's an amazing book. If you get a chance to read it, I highly recommend it. But he uses what he calls his late night FM DJ voice. You want someone to confess, you kind of go into your Barry White voice and you talk nice and slow, kind of deep. Don't mock him, but just slow down. Talk, I know this is a mistake. This is not anything you intentionally did.
Something more maternal than driven.